I think being a gamer kid or just being into gaming right now these days is like a little bit more popular than it was when I was growing up. Not that it was that long ago, because I'm only like 28 years old, right? When I first started gaming, I was 13 years old, and I had been wanting to game for a very, very long time, but that's when I like first really got into gaming. Before then, I was gaming, but like it was on my friends' computers and their laptops, and when I went over to their house, or I was watching them game, you know? So that was like my experience with gaming. From like maybe 7 years old all the way up until like 12, 13, right? But at 13, that was when I was able to have my own gaming on my mobile phone. When I think I was like got my first smartphone at that moment. And that was when like the iPhone, I don't even know what, 3, 2, I don't know, was a huge thing, and I was so excited. And then also I started gaming on my laptop, and then I moved to a computer. So I had all of those experiences. And back then I was told by many people, like verbatim, like directly or also indirectly, that gaming was a waste of time, that it was not good, that was like I'm letting my skills or my time go down the drain. And I've heard that a lot from not only from my parents, I was giving that type of message, but from my friends, from family, from people at school, from like teachers, right? That was like the idea. And I believe it still is an idea till today. I think we've made strides with people understanding pro gaming, people understanding like different ways that gaming can turn into a career, but I do believe that it is still largely misunderstood. Thankfully, there are more programs like pipelines in high school and college for gaming, but I really wish that more parents understood when they're thinking about their kids' gaming safety, or how much time they love gaming, or they're worried about, oh my God, like, they're neglecting their homework? Are they going to make friends? They don't want to come out of their room, that type of thing, which are all like very normal concerns, especially if you feel like your kid is absolutely addicted. And anytime you try to get them off the device, they just don't want to leave the device, or they just like are obsessed with it, right? One account that I absolutely recommend you follow or you subscribe to, I don't know if she's on YouTube, but she's called Catherine. Her name is Catherine Nibbs. And also, there is another person called Ash, and they are on Instagram mainly, and their name is the Gamer Educator, or their tag is the Gamer Educator. Those are the two accounts I recommend you follow if you have kids that are gaming and you want to understand how you can manage their screen time, how you can change your thought process and mindsets when it comes to gaming. And of course, my account, I focus on how you can protect your kids who are gamers, but also help your kids develop like a career. Hi, how are you doing? Like, many people who are in technology, we live in the technology age, we live in the AI age, we live in an age where understanding gaming, understanding technology, understanding cybersecurity and safety and privacy, all of that, a lot of people who are making the decisions now when it comes to gaming, or people who are building the newest apps or the newest thing that your kids are going to be obsessed with, have been built by gamers, right? This has been built by gamers. So what I wish, this is what we're talking about, is what I wish parents understood when it comes to gaming. I wish more parents understood that the movers, the shakers, the people who are building the biggest apps are coming from a gamer background. Your child can change the world. Your child can build an app, build a mission, build something, build a career, a life-changing career, can help other people based off of their experiences gaming online. So if you think of your kids gaming online and you're worried about addiction, you're worried about them not reaching some life goals, them not building a community, them not being safe online, being dragged into crazy online groups on Discord, on random online forums, right? The best way you can protect them is to understand why they love gaming, what skills are they learning gaming, who are they meeting that they're having fun with in this online game, connecting with their love of online games. Because if you want to protect them, if you want to guide them to a path that can change their lives, then you have to connect with their love of something. For instance, let's say that growing up, you loved baseball, you loved cricket, you loved ice skating, and your parents were like, actually, that's the worst sport in the history of whatever. That's not going to give you a great career. It's going to cause you a lot of injuries. You're not actually that really good on it. That's a waste of time. Do you think that you would be able to talk to your parents if a coach was making you feel uncomfortable, if you were being bullied by the other players on your team, if something really, really bad happened to you while you're playing that sport, if you actually found a way to make that into something great for your life, but you couldn't talk to your parents about it, a lot of bad things would happen behind the scenes. And this is what is happening to a lot of gamers online, is things are happening to them. They're being made uncomfortable. People are being predatory, to them while they're on these online games. They're being sucked into many different groups online that are not good for their mental health, their spiritual health, their lives, their understanding, their connection with themselves, their connection with you, their friends. And so it's so important, if you want to guide your kids, you want to make gaming something that is positive for them and that actually does something good in their lives, you have to connect with your kids' love of gaming. Ask them questions. Say, hey, look, I didn't grow up gaming. I don't really understand everything. What's something that you wish I knew? What's something that you wish we could talk more about? What's something that many adults get wrong, even if it's not me, but you wish that they could get it right? Like, just open up that door. I just posted a reel. Actually, I posted a reel on Instagram, and I posted a TikTok, and I posted a YouTube Shorts here on a company called The Hacking Games. And what they do is they help kids who are like into gaming, who have really good skills and like getting cheat codes and, I don't know, finding the best games and mods and coding games and all of that, to build a career in cybersecurity, which is one of the biggest industries when it comes to technology, has been the biggest industry for over a decade, and will continue to be one of the biggest industries in the AI age. And it's helping your kids understand how they can take those skills that they learned, both technical skills, skills that are like soft skills, to help them build a career. So go check out The Hacking Games. I tagged them in my last short. I think the short is called, both the reel and the short is called "Don't Make This Mistake When It Comes to Your Gamer Child" or something. I posted it here on my shorts. And I tagged their YouTube channel here. So you can go subscribe to them. Make sure you're subscribed to me when it comes to internet safety, and make sure you're subscribed to them when it comes to helping your 12 to 18-year-old kids get into cybersecurity using their gaming cybersecurity skills. I'm actually doing like an Ask Me Anything session with them on like Thursday, September 25th, 6 p.m. UK time, and I believe it's 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and I think maybe 9 a.m. Pacific. I don't know. Anyways, let me know. Go check out their website and my Instagram and my YouTube for all the information about that. But I'm just so passionate about this because I was a gamer for 15 plus years. I've been on Discord for a very long time. I've been on random games for a very long time, and I've experienced the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful of the gaming world, and I turned it into a career. I have a career in cybersecurity awareness and I had a career in cybersecurity awareness and threat intelligence in corporate, based off of all of the skills that I learned gaming. The first keynote that I've ever given was based off of my experiences gaming. I actually wrote a series of articles basically explaining how gaming can help us solve the biggest cybersecurity problems, and that those series of articles I wrote obviously was from my gaming experience. And then I got reached out to by this really great security conference in Tennessee, and I did my first keynote there about that exact subject. And then of course my whole career is launched based off of gaming and being in cybersecurity. And so it's been a phenomenal journey, and I just wish that more parents knew that your kids can change the world. Hopefully they don't have to have the same story that I did when it comes to like being groomed online and predatory behavior, and this is why I care so much about kids being safe online. But hopefully they can take the other side of my story, where their gaming skills help them get into a technology career, a cybersecurity career, a speaking career, motivation career, like helping other kids, like, in a way where they don't have to have a sob story, a sad story, but it's more like, hey, I took my skills as something that is a hobby that you might love, or you might even be addicted to, and I turned it into something that was great for my life, That can be really, really amazing. So I really wish that more parents knew that you can not only protect your kids who are gamers, connect with them, but also help them build a career and help them change other people's lives. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have questions about protecting your gamer child, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube about protecting your kids on Discord, on Roblox, and Minecraft, Snapchat, all of the things. So go check it out and let me